In my previous review, we seen Elephone budget solution action camera, and it was really pleasant experience, considering what it offers and how much you pay. Today we are looking at Elephone, let's call it flagship action camera, named Elephone Elite Explorer Pro. Main features are IMX 117 12.4 megapixel Sony sensor with 170-degree viewing angle. Camera is capable of recording video files at 4K 24 fps, 2K 30 fps and 1080p at 30 and 60 fps. Gyro stabilization is present, also with option to be used as dash camera and webcam. Brain inside camera is Novatec 96660 chip. Now let's turn around on camera build quality and exterior hardware setup. I am pretty sure that all these China brand action cameras are made in same factory. Resemblance is shocking sometimes. This is also the case here, except a bit more different front side. Everything is somewhat standard. On the back we see a 2-inch screen with resolution of 320 by 240. It does job well in general. At the very corner there are 2 LED lights. On the left side we see a HDMI output with microUSB port for charging and synchronization. Also option to use camera as webcam. Micro SD slot accept 64GB cards without any problems. Microphone is located on the top and on the right hand side there are 2 control buttons. Their function varies depending where are used. But in general they feel good on press. Speakerphone grill is also here. Sound is nothing special. For emergency situations it can be used, but overall nothing worth bragging about. At the bottom there is a battery compartment. When we remove the door we can see a 1050 mAh battery. On the top side there is a confirm start stop recording button with 1 LED notification light. Looking from front side we see something different than usual. Textured front side looks interesting, but you will get disappointed because it is made of plastic. Elite logo is present with Explorer Pro branding. Power menu button is present and it feels good on touch. Overall camera feels good, not at all cheap. Maybe black version looks better from the front. Now I will show you a menu, how it looks on this camera. To power on camera you need to press this button here once. Power on sound is totally identical like on SJCam 5000X. And I got a theory that all these cameras are, not all, majority, are made in same factory. The build quality is very similar. This texture, feel and look are identical, but let's put that on the side. Let's focus on the menu setup and other things. First thing that I hate about this camera is that there is no quick pop-up window for quick settings change. On SJCam you can press these buttons here and small window will appear, so you can change resolution, turn on off many important functions, but here you can't do that. To go into the menu you need to press this button here multiple times, and then you get this setup menu where all important settings are placed. I will not show you all of them because many of them are self-explanatory. Entering resolution menu, you can see a so-called 4K resolution with 24 fps, a 2K in 30 fps, Full HD in 60 and 30 fps. There are other resolutions which I don't find useful. Maybe some people find what they can do with them, but for me they are not interesting at all. Moving further, we have a loop recording. Basically what it does, it records movie then restarts at set amount of time. RSC is electronic shake reduction. And it's kind of confusing. I will explain you that later. HDR, which is basically HDR for action camera. Time-lapse recording, it is self-explanatory. Motion detection, you can turn this on, place your action camera somewhere, and it will start recording when motion is detected. You can change your field of view. Diving mode, basically what these do when you're recording underwater, it will make more blue and more appealing to the eye. Night scene, capture mode, you set a time in which will camera take pictures. So every 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, single second. Image size, burst, basically what it does when you press a button, it will shoot multiple pictures at the same time. It's nothing special. Quality is fine, normal economy, fine, increase sharpness, and image size is a bit bigger. And here we have a hardware anti-shake function, gyroscope. What is confusing here? You have a software version, which I mentioned earlier, and this is a hardware one. And this camera have it both, and they work really bad. It works like it doesn't have it at all. So keep this with grain of salt. If you need a better stabilization, if you want it, go for SJCam, because this here is disappointing. You can check that out in my sample videos when I'm running and just walking. It works really bad. Car function is nice. When you turn this on, when you plug in your camera in your car, when you turn on your car engine and power goes on, the camera will start recording automatically like a DVR camera does. You have a TV mode, software version is latest, and probably the last one you will get, because Elephone doesn't do very good job with software updates, at least on action camera. And I urge, if someone from the company watch this, please look how the SJCam does and update the camera until they polish up all problems. This is not the way to go. These cameras have a really huge potential with stabilization, and it isn't working as it should. So fix that, please.
Video samples included in the video are in different resolution, but all rendered at 1080p. Because of that, I included an untouched original video samples in video description, so you can download them and see by yourself every example. My opinion about video quality is overall more than good. 4K videos are shot at 2880 by 2160, which means that 4K is achieved by some amount of interpolation. That's why 2K at 30 FPS is my favorite resolution. It offers extra details, it is shot at 30 FPS and quality is really satisfying. Don't get me wrong, 4K is good, colors are fine, a bit saturated, but this is a standard on action cameras. There is a plenty of details, just I think that sweet spot is 2K, if you consider size of files and general usability. Gyro stabilization is good thing, but it is even better when it works good. Here is a mediocre. It works, but when I compare it with, let's say, a SJ-Cam SJ5000X, it is not a match at all. Images are shot at maximal resolution of 20 megapixels, which is of course interpolated because sensor hardware resolution is 12 by 4 megapixels. Pictures are fine, not the best I seen from action camera. You can judge by yourself from a samples provided.
Video start.
This is audio quality test, so you can judge by yourself how good the microphone in this action camera actually is. I hope this is enough. You need to consider that when action camera is in waterproof casing, the audio quality will be a lot worse, if existent at all.
Battery life is tough thing to measure on this kind of product. Endurance of battery life takes huge impact from settings you pick. You can get around 1 hour in 4K mode with gyro on and mediocre usage of screen. Add around 20 minutes more in lower resolution. Overall not bad, but if you want to record the longer seasons, you should get extra battery. Good thing is that depending of your needs, if used as dashcam, it can be directly connected to in-car cigarette socket or to power bank with USB cable. My conclusion for Elephone LA Explorer Pro is on positive side. And in this case, positive side is defined by thing that it costs less than SJ-Cam SJ5000X. It is important to note that SJ-Cam is overall better, not for a huge margin, but it is better. Strong point of Elephone Explorer Pro is that if you catch good discount, you can buy it really cheap. And if you're on budget, it is no-brainer that it is really good 4K option for lowest price possible. There are links to the GearBest in description, so you can check out the prices of Elephone action camera. I hope you enjoyed watching this review. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, see ya guys.